different reward in the tie-breaking vote, that screams to me as like political leaders, like, hey, they're making a grab for power. You said that. Let me finish real quick.
Yeah.
But you said after like you were going to planning on giving it to one of your allies, just as like a nuclear deterrent and whatnot. But even then, to me, it feels like in character. It feels like it still felt like a grab for power.
Let the stick go to Bo first, and then it'll go to you, Akuji.
Oh, this was
No, it's fine. Akuji can have it.
So the thing about it is Bryn came to us to build the summit because I guess he saw that we would have the resources the quickest. And I didn't know about the vote splitting thing until the first summit. And I wasn't at the second summit because out of character I was at work. And Creepy wasn't communicating with me. I think Creepy, he mostly just builds roads. So I guess he was just kind of guessing on, his assumptions.
No, it wasn't really guessing. We were also saying, because we, like we were talking before, sorry, Akuji, we were talking before,
stick.
To have one of our allies also, there was going to be a second relic to hold a relic, and then at that we have 2 nuclear turrets to make sure if one relic gets taken, stolen, or whatever, through war or however else they can be stolen, because that's still not cleared up of how you can gang a relic.
You can't take him through war.
Stealing. No, you can take them through war, I believe, but you can't just take them through stealing.
It's through...
I believe it's only through war as well.
Yeah, you cannot steal
other...
the holy relics. To clear it up, you cannot steal the holy relics, you can steal regular relics. The holy relics, the only way that you can gain them is through conquering the person who's holding the holy relics nation.
Yeah.
Well, what stops people from just building mantle bunkers and just chilling there?
Why do you think we live in a mountain, bro?
I mean, that would. I mean, building a mantle bunker would kind of be out of character. Exploiting.
Also, Trinity League. Here's a good tip. I found some of your doors in your mountain. If you use the chisel tool, you can actually make the doors look like the rock face.
Oh yeah.
So they can be like secret doors.
We've done that to some other doors.
But also, I'm liking your hold. We've not been able to work on our mountain hold a lot because we've just been helping so many people build. We really need to start focusing on our own shit.
Alright.
Yeah, real quick, since I have the stick as well, I just want to say, again, a lot of it could have been cleared up. Oh, see, I kind of lost track of everything that was being said. Again, have no issues here with other larger factions allying and everything. This is a civilization server. That should be a thing. At first, if people ever do remember, when I first formed Bastion Steel, which was the precursor to the Northern Alliance, I was immediately got a good handful of people. We grew to about 25. I slowly accepted about 5 more people in, but I closed off application around the 25 point and only accepted people who looked very interested up to the 30 member mark. Because I didn't want the powers to grow too big. I thought 30 was a good number. Then the powers grew a little bit bigger than that, and then it just became like a back and forth. Right now, where the server's at, I like the idea of between 60 to 100 group players. Because not everyone's going to be online, not everyone's going to be doing everything. A lot of people like this week, talking to OC, are currently playing Silk Song in the Helldivers update.
Yeah.
You guys already have members doing the same. So, people aren't always going to be online. 100 members really tallies down when bigger events happen. Life
I took a week off from the new Path of Exile update.
Yep.
I'm the one playing Helldivers.
So,
I'm the one playing Helldivers.
Yeah, so 100 people group kind of ensures that about 20 people will be on for a few hours a day at the minimum, if not more. And at that point, the bigger factions feel a lot more alive. Our faction has always really felt alive. The only times that we ever feel not alive is very rarely between dead hours. There's always something, like when you hop on, there's always someone to talk to in game. We So we do use our Discord. You can see us in there most likely if you're in there when we're like VCing in Discord. But we usually mute out a lot to just talk in game. That's how live it feels, and I feel, and that's where the server's at right now for a Civilization server with those bigger groups. I feel like 100 people factions or around that point, and this is just me giving my 2 cents on like maybe how next season should be handled. But I think that's a good way for the server to be pushed is within these like large factions, then these sub factions for people who want to remain more independent, which are still larger groups but not as large. And then there's going to be the independents on that. There's always going to be players who want to do their own thing, make their own stuff. I know of like there's some people who make some really needable.
My board was empty.
There's some people who make really good independent RP.
I would like some bread as well because I'm about to starve.
Man, I think the Pirates' original idea of trying to push solo players to be together was good. How they did it was just not good at all.
They were just led by a complete cunt, so...
Yeah. No, like, if they did it in roleplay, it would have been perfect. It would have actually had conflict. It would have united everyone against, like, a barbarian horde. But instead of no, they were a bunch of racist Brazilians.
Were they Brazilian?
Hey, racist Brazilians and Eastern Europeans.
Yeah.
And
Eastern Europeans. They were
had a very
Rust
diverse
players.
group.
Yeah. Can I get the sticks so we can sum this up quick?
Yeah. Just want to say real quick though, I like the way the server's heading. There's also talks of a third bigger faction to start being formed. So I would say for this season, so I can just get my So I just want to say for my closing statement, we should definitely work more together. This is season 0 for the server if you just want to create it that.
Yeah, this is the fucking beta test.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping they
we can have
sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we can have conflict, we can have war, we can do all that, but I think it's kind of important for us as bigger groups to also kind of help these smaller groups unite, help them feel welcome, to help them work together, because that's what we were doing, and the groups that are uniting are a couple groups we've had interactions with, and we've kind of tried to push in that direction because we want there to be more regional, actual border disputes and stuff like that. Right now the map's just too big. There's a lot of testing, but yeah.
Would you be able
to
say the names of these factions that is forming up?
I don't want to give away their plans yet, but
it's a surprise.
Again, yeah, pretty much. So
I don't think
I don't
it's
want to
a
give away
surprise
any
to people
names.
paying attention.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not really too much of a surprise for people who know or people who talk to other settlements. Again, Miller Alliance. I was probably being a little too overestimated. Like we talked to like 90%.
Pirates to Electric.
But when it comes to like the larger settlements of over like 8 to 10 people or more, like 8 or plus people, that can start to consider a faction. We have been reached out to by a lot of those groups. We've talked to a lot of those groups, and we've had at least some sort of interaction. And I'm trying my best as a larger group leader to help give them resources and the ability to participate within the server and help get them diplomatic ties with other groups within the server. The diplomatic ties thing is taking a little bit longer than I'd hoped because it's just kind of hard to get everyone on like time frames and stuff like that.
Yep.
But through systems like the Adventurers Guild, with the way we did minting the coin, we really didn't benefit from the coin around. I mean, I sat in a corner for 6 hours bashing out coins to get the original amount, and all that is open on our spreadsheet if you guys have seen that. I'm not sure. Loth, since it seems like you do a lot of diplomatic stuff, have you seen our spreadsheet? Of, like,
I have not.
And all that?
I have just seen statements from Deltum about the number of coins.
Okay, yeah, I have a whole spreadsheet. I mean, it's all up to if you guys believe in my word, because I'm the one running the fucking spreadsheet, but I have been transparent about almost everything I've done on the server, so I don't want to... And the reason for that is I want to create that transparency to give everyone a good...
So Deltam's kind of the most independent. Deltam's kind of like the most independent of the 3 big heads of the Northern Alliance. He does his own thing more than us.
Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, yeah, I can tell.
Alright, to sum this up now, for the first half of the meeting and how it went, do both parties feel that a lot of the air has been cleared up and that there is no real need or reason for conflict at the moment? And if there is to be a conflict that arises from this, that neither party's homes will be acted upon them, and that if there is a war, that a battlefield can be accorded to do so. Do we all agree?
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
The one thing I really just want to see is on the Northern Alliance server making hostilities clear that they are in character. I would very much like to make sure people don't feel like they have a reason to be hostile to people who are part of the United States.
Oh, we're not hostile at all. Everybody's just defensive.
You are not. I would just like to make sure with that announcement you have on your server, it is very easy for people to read it as out of character hostile. I would like to make sure that it is clear to your members that there's only in character hostility.
Oh,
well,
most of our members do know it's in character.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Another thing.
Killer, may I please have stick?
That's why,
beforehand.
like, in the original post I made and the OC thing, yeah, I kind of name dropped. I kind of fucked that a bit because I was kind of tired with going with that. But with the in character thing, I'm not gonna name drop. I'm not gonna do shit like that. It's gonna be like a whole group. I'm not gonna create a war over one person. That's silly. That's ridiculous.
All right, but
And,
yeah,
or not even create a war. Like that whole war thing was 100% to mean defense. We are not, as the Northern Alliance, we do not go on the attack until we are acted upon.
Do we
That's a
agree though
guarantee.
that there is no reason at this point as to start a war, and that it would be more beneficial for both parties to work together for the betterment of the server as a whole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Laugh?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
Outside
Which-
server testing, I would like to see, not necessarily between us, but at some point, a war to see if the server can handle the performance.
Oh,
Wait, oh no, Laugh,
Once
were you
it
not
gets-
there during the alpha test?
I was.
We had-
That was a combat overhaul.
No, we did
which
another one
destroyed
without
everything.
combat. We did another one without combat overhaul.
Oh, I was not there for that one. Did they
It
not
went
make
really
a
well.
public announcement for it?
There,
No,
it was
it
a
was
secret
last
one because he didn't want it to be full. It was about 80 people, and we did a big combat.
It went pretty
It ran
well.
quite well.
Okay, that's good.
To close this out then, I see that both parties have resolved their differences. Like I said, if you have any personal grievances, that is best to talk personally with the person that you have any personal grievance with after the meeting has been adjourned. Now, Akuji, do you have anything to say before I continue to close this out?
Yeah. So if you look at the Northern Alliance, they've had like a few people get confused about how Masons stand. No, we're not a sub-faction of Bastion. We're not owned by Bastion. We're independent. And I keep having people being like, oh hey, aren't you part of a Bastion Steel? And I keep having to explain, no, we're a different group. Basically, if this is how it goes, if war is declared on Bastion Steel, they get to defend their own walls, but if anything is acted as aggressive on our keep, we join in. And that's basically it. We're not attackers, basically. We're just defenders. So if, say, Bastion gets attacked, but we're not, we might just be like, alright, we're just gonna hold up in our keep and then help them recover once it's over. But if we feel under attack and our
Yes.
keep is under attack or being used as a staging point for a siege, yeah, we will help in the defense.
Alright, stick goes to Zin real quick.
Now, one thing regarding the factions under the Northern Alliance thing, when we were trying to reach out to make embassies, we were specifically told that we had to talk to Bo in order to do any diplomatic trading.
Who told you that?
I don't know who specifically. I can ask my members later.
I think that's just because people reach out to me a lot. I'm the one that's like sitting on the streets talking with people. But
He's
and
the one that's most
please,
active.
Please, yeah, please let people know they can talk to any of our members about that. The way our
It was
NPCs are set up,
specifically when Cactus was trying to get the embassy stuff, he tried talking to some of the factions underneath Northern Alliance to try to set up. I don't know the very
Because we only have
specifics.
one-
This,
we
I'm
only have
just.
one other faction.
Was it Karheim or what? Karfheim or whatever it is.
They're not part of us.
I'm gonna have
No,
to
they're-
ask him
they're
later.
not-
He
They're
hasn't
not
been on
part,
in a
They're
but
week.
an
you
ally.
always ping their leader in every important
Oh,
thing.
it's
which I
because
think basically
she's a defensive pact alliance, but she's not part of the Northern Alliance. Basically, we're in a no hostility agreement and into a defensive alliance. So basically, if they get attacked, we support. If we get attacked, they support. But
Yeah,
we're not sharing manpower. No resources or manpower are being like given for free.
Oh,
Okay, they
Molotovs,
did
Rubens
feel the
up
need to
that.
butt into a lot of the conversations yesterday.
Who's that over there?
Yeah, I don't. Again, if they feel like they need
Good
to
question.
butt into the conversations, again, they're a ally with us, but they are
Hello,
not part
welcome.
of the Northern Alliance
Okay,
pact as a
I
whole.
just that has been
They are their own.
unclear.
They vote on their. Yeah, they vote. Again, when it comes to the Northern Alliance as a whole, us, the Scholars, and the Masons, our votes are tallied together, and we talk things out and make sure everything's going. It's just a little bit more simpler that way. Their votes are separate from ours. They don't get tied in with our votes. They are their own faction. I kind of clocked out after people started just gassing each other up on that conversation. I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna. I'm already getting messages from every other which way. I'm gonna handle these until people calm down in that chat. I didn't really get to see what they said, but if it was just them like gassing up or them like going off at it, and it was just more miscommunication. We can get you in contact with them to talk with them, because I think things blew up a little bit. They are part of our leadership chat though, since they are a close ally. Most of our close allies have access to our leadership chat. Just again, more transparency. That way, if anything happens, they don't agree with it. They can go to our groups and be like, "Hey, this is what's going on with leadership," and they can get things going that way. Again, that's how I want things to be handled. I want there to be as much transparency, with only like 1% of it being relegated to getting leadership's opinions and talks on certain matters. But most of what I'm pretty sure Kuji, wherever just went, could clear that up. We talk to each other a lot. We don't just. One of the messages I got sent was saying like how I have like unchecked power and all that. That's not how we are run. That's where miscommunication lies as well. That's where our leadership should all gather and just talk it out.
Oh, just
Understand
call
how
you
we
a
quickly
fascist?
on the again, if you can find out whoever did that, if they're part of the United States, we're gonna ban them because that's not acceptable. Okay?
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'll talk to them and see how they got the information, and I'll try to renegade that to you. but
yeah, and
they are
then
not
just
someone who
the
talks to me often.
okay, and just the DMs relating to how you find out about plans. If you could please find out if that was out of character, because I'm pretty sure it had to be.
I mean, most of the stuff when it came to DMs, I think was out of character on both sides. That's where I got annoyed at. That's why I brought it out of character, right? That's what I've been saying. So, but now that the rules are more clarified, oh, not really more clarified, they're being worked on more, but they have been clarified to me more. I, again, won't make that mistake. I was just kind of more annoyed than anything. That's the first time I actually got annoyed with anything diplomatically on the server, and I now get 4 separate DMs from people about a surprise war, be informed about any previous interaction with this other group on the leadership side of things. So,
Alright.
and when I showed this to our own leadership, and I showed them some of the messages and everything, if they're free if they want to show you the messages. I want that to be clear. Everything in the leadership chat can be transparent if they so want to be. But the message I sent there was just one set of the messages. Well, no, 2 sets of messages, and they were a lot more concrete on what was going on, and that was when I started getting kind of annoyed, because it's just to me, that was a lot of like out of character things on how the contact and all that, separate from the way I was told how things were supposed to be running. There was no concrete rules on how things were supposed to be running.
I think that's mostly a lack of communication on Bryn's part, as usual.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
I mean, half on Bryn, half just on us. That is, both sides of us as well need more better communication. For being two of the largest factions, I should try to make a trip out one day and say hi.
So
I made a
want
trip
to,
out yesterday, but no one was on.
Make a proposition to incentivize this more. I would like to call it the trip pack. Essentially, any and all meetings and or conversations that are to be held can be organized in the Discord channel, but anything that is going to be talked about in these meetings are only to be held in person.
We need somebody to write this down as like an official declaration in game. I was there at midnight.
I can try to do that. It's currently in the recording, but to state it once again, the I don't know what to call it, but we can just call it the meeting accords. Essentially, yeah, all meetings are to be held in game with each other, and anything outside of that will be just to organize and prepare for said meetings. That be in DMs, that be in group chats, that be in anywhere related to Discord or messages.
I mean, one of Bryn's original things he said on the formation of the server, he wanted people to use elks as like messengers to carry sealed letters to other nations.
Yeah, that's
And then
what
hardly
I'm about.
anybody has elk to do so,
Yeah,
because there's no
Yeah,
story
we-
content.
I feel like that's a
hey,
little.
we're Spy. This is where you come in, buddy.
I feel like that's a little bit
Elk-
difficult.
I
You
don't
got
know
your
what
elks.
they're doing.
You got your elks and we didn't. God damn it!
I have no idea what you mean.
But I
I'm gonna
think
yell at Bryn.
that
Shit.
yes, that could be a way of solving it, but at the same time, I do feel like this would be a more practical way of going about it, considering the amount of time that it has to take between delivering messages and such. I feel like it would be a little bit better for both parties to arrange meetings in Discord. Be like, for example, Loth reaches out to Bo and say, hey, we want to have a meeting with you about so and so. Can you go at this time, or does this day work with you? They agree. Nothing else is said about that meeting until you arrive at the accorded location, which honestly I feel like it should be here in the summit whenever we do some meetings like that, considering it's the midpoint for most of us. And anything else regarding more internal affairs which each of the individual factions should be held at their faction's capital. Can we all agree on this?
Yep.
I
Not
feel
an issue
like
with that.
for internal stuff, that's gonna kind of get a lot in the way. I agree with it for in between factions, but for internal stuff, a lot of people just don't have time to log on for that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
mean,
like,
so-
there is a difference, I feel, with Northern Alliance, because you guys are all in the same city, right? Or like close enough. Whereas we're
Close enough.
very spread out.
We're
I
like
think the
6
closest are
blocks
Trinity
from
and
each other.
Barbarian. Yeah.
So no,
I mean,
the
you
three
guys- you guys
cities
can
in the
still do
diagonal
this.
line, I walked there like in between throughout the entire
that's
night.
only
and
that's
there-
only two factions of the 5.
Wait,
The
the
rest are
three
like-
cities?
There's 5.
Oh,
There's
Oh,
There's two
yo,
cities,
you talking
so-
about Scallots?
Where?
Oh wait, that's not part of y'all. The city
Oh.
without walls.
I think they technically joined.
Silver Scallots?
Is that Silver Scallots the one?
The
The
ones
one
that are
is
like
It's, it's,
8 south?
it's, it's like a medieval
where
style.
was this
Wooden
place? Was it like
the-
8,000 blocks out?
The northwestern one. from the big city with the shingle jockey
Yeah,
in the
that's
middle
not
of the
us.
city.
Wait.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Carburian League.
that is the initial village of the Carburian League while we work
Oh,
out
I
on our
thought-
city.
I thought you had 3 cities because I visited the massive farm fortress, the entrance, the road, the canal, and then I visited the walled city, and it's like, oh, it's like 3 cities.
No, it's
that's
just
2.
2 cities. But the rest of them are like 17,000 blocks south, including Kobios and
Yeah.
Zeus. So it's pretty difficult.
I found this
I-
one cool city with a red and blue like courtyard. That was really cool.
That's someone else.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But still, I do think that at least for talks between the Northern Alliance and the United City-States, I think all of these matters should be held here, regardless of who can attend when. At least to have a minimum of 3 or 2 people from each side of the alliances to attend these meetings, and then the information to be relayed out. Because if we're honest, we all want to participate, but we all can't always participate. And if we try to accommodate for everyone, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, like I'm a chef. I have weird work hours. I work from 2 to 10 in like.
Would,
I'm never online when most other people in the U.S. are online.
would having important meetings be recorded and like uploaded to the factions Discord
fine
or
with
whatever?
that.
Would that
That
Yeah,
would
no issue.
that's a good idea just for pure record keeping.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
by
can
the way,
do that with the
Lath.
interviews channel.
do you prefer Lath or Balrog?
Either works.
He prefers
Wait, do you wanna-
Larth. Larth the
do you wanna-
That's
Balrog.
not Lathrog.
Do you wanna come and visit any of y'all after this meeting? Need to come and visit the Northern Alliance?
I gotta
I'm-
go home, bro.
Right, but
Actually,
I have to work, so that would be like another time of day.
Probably tonight.
Oh no,
but
it's only like a few minutes away.
I have to go to I have to go to work in the
Oh,
next
okay,
this
15
gotcha.
meeting
minutes.
has
Less
this
than.
meeting has taken a
You're-
lot of time from us. I do
Yeah,
think
when
though
we're at
we
that.
could meet up at Bastion Steel at some point tonight. I feel like that would be lovely.
I will not be
Yeah.
free the rest of today.
So when it comes to the meeting up and all that, I just want to say I know Lath is in our Discord. Northern Alliance Discord, completely open, diplomatic rule. You can literally click any of our rules, but our other chats aren't really used. We just use a general chat that almost anyone can see anyways. If people wanted to, they could just come in, click the batch, and we'll try and get access to our stuff as well, but those chats aren't really used since we all just communicate together anyways. But the diplomat chat, very easy way for you just to say, hey, we're coming over, and then people can prepare. Almost everybody, someone will see that, and people know that there's going to be diplomats coming over. We had that done before. But
Alright.
one thing I do want to say, Kyo Bio, is that how I say your name?
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Kyo,
I just,
Kyo.
I was just saying, like, if we were meeting at Bastion later today, I don't have time today.
No, it's not about that. If you
Yeah.
can, get me in contact with, who is it, Murphy? Is that the leader
Murphy?
of the union?
I'm also one of the leaders.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know who any of the leaders are. This is
Yeah,
great.
Murphy and I are both leaders of the culinary union.
Their
Okay.
leader.
Please have
Kyobio's
Murphy reach
leader
out to me
of
about
one.
the issue that happened previous with them personally. Is it her, them, he,
I don't actually know. I have not asked.
I think it's
I
yeah.
think it's them.
I think it is her.
It's-
Yeah.
it's not their
Okay, them. Perfect. Okay. So, please have them reach out to me. Get just their thoughts about what happened with one of our members, and if anything like that happens again, if it gets, please have them report it to the admin first, and then we'll handle it afterwards. Have it just. I talked with Killer, and I think me and Killer got hung up on that for a good 3 minutes because I just ranted about how that actually pissed me off. I will be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah,
But-
once you see the interview with me, Killer, a good 30 minutes to talk about that.
Yeah. All right. Well.
What
in
did they
any
say?
Case,
That's why I want to know more.
May I
wanna
have the
bits and pieces.
stick?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Killer.
hand the stick.
yeah, we need to close this out soon because I gotta get we gotta get ready for work.
Yeah.
It was accidentally given
home,
to
baby.
Sig.
Let's just talk. Who doesn't matter the stick at this point?
Yo,
Yeah.
I've got a treaty here against the Holy Relics. Y'all can read over it and sign it if you want. Basically, my idea is that
May I
if
see
any of
it?
us come into if any of us come into possession of one, we should destroy it so that no one can use its power.
I would like to talk to Brent about that first, just
Okay.
to make sure that's appropriate
That's something
action.
No, I
think
don't
Brent-
think I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, the
mean,
Phoenix
we
need to talk to
will
Brent
not be
about
doing that.
Personally, our plan was in the event of a war where we got the relic, we were going to create a very deep vault, and just hide it there forever.
That's fair.
Yeah, for us, we have no aspiration other than.
How do you
one.
get up
people,
there?
If people don't go for our relic, we won't go for anyone else's. That's a guarantee. Like, yeah, literally everything I've created. If you've seen anything about the currency, anything about the Adventure
Okay, this has
Guild,
run
or
a long
how
time.
I've
I
been
have to go to
handling-
work now.
Yeah, go
Alright,
ahead.
bye-bye.
I'm just letting everyone else
Do you
know.
want me
I mean,
to
what-
come over now to go help you finish your
but,
building?
Sure, sure.
with everything
Alright.
going on,
You got the
with the
narcs.
currency, the adventures going, all that. If everyone
Nah,
tries
hey,
to just
hey,
communicate with
you work for
more,
free.
we are more. Well, me as a leader, I am focused on trying to involve other smaller groups into bigger groups' activities. I am. Oh, thank you. I am trying to get just more interaction, sort of get people to know each other. I have been viewing this as a season 0, as whatever happens now really doesn't matter. We're just here to build a mega project that used our building styles within our own
Yeah,
group
we can do like half up
and
front,
get things
half
more
when done.
organized for the next season, which we'll take more seriously. If again, we have no issue with like testing out conflict. We have no issue with testing out like how war and all will happen. That's completely fine. I don't have any aspiration myself to start one. I'm more of just a defensive type person where the moment you fuck with me, then all bets are off. But I just like to chill. I like to build. I like to go into our bear pit and mine rock for hours on day to help other people get the resources to build our stuff. So
All right.
It's
With
very
that,
chill.
do we have anything else? Any closing statements from anyone before we leave?
Talking stick, anyone?
I mean, I'll take the stick, but I'm not gonna talk. I just want the stick.
Oh,
You can have the stick. Nothing special.
So-
Hey, no,
Alright.
no, we
What's
give
important?
that stick to the archivist.
To
It's a
scholars.
relic.
it's
Yeah,
the
it's a-
talking.
Oh god.
It's the talking stick.
That's
Give me the
hilarious.
stick, I'm giving to the archives.
Yeah, give it to JMT. He's part of the archive.
All right. So
I have a
to close it out, well, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you so much for clearing everything up. This has been a
Nice.
very productive and
Which-
very well
okay.
brought out meeting, even though it was winged out of fucking nowhere. Another thing, do you remember about the accords that were just brought up? Bo, if you are able to, please, I will send you the text message because I gotta go to work soon. I will message you
Yeah.
the what the accord essentially will be, and to share it out to the rest of the people, including the UCSY.
Perfect.
Be gone. Oh,
All right. Well, with that, meeting adjourned.